Hi Aquarius,
Hi, Aquarius.
I'm Franco,
And I'm Myrna.
and we're Into It Tarot. We're coming back
Welcome.
to you for the month of November 2015, um, doing your reading for this month. I hope you like our reading for October 2015, and this is to help you throughout the month of November, to help you understand the energies around you and how to use them in your favor. Also, to see what are the things that are uh, keeping you from moving forward and from healing completely, so that you can be aware of those and not fall into the same trap again. Um, so this is almost like an addendum to the general reading. I hope you've seen that. If not, check it out right after this one, so that you have a better idea of what's to come this month for you.
Yeah. General reading, as in for everybody, not just the particular signs. We did a reading to cover the whole world.
Sorry.
Okay.
Well, Capricorn, this is a month of release for you. This is definitely a relationship month for you. One where you're going to be able to let go of past pains and receive a little bit of grace from what's to come. So, what I'm seeing here are two cards, and these have to be together. Um, it's the Nine of Wands, which we've seen in a previous reading before, and the Three of Swords. So, what I'm sensing, what I'm seeing here is that there you tend to guard yourself when it comes to relationships because you've been hurt many times before. Although I know that sometimes you're the one doing the hurting, but that also keeps you guarded because you fear that others are going to do unto you as you've done unto others. So this is a month for you to wipe yourself clean from those influences and to, you know, cleanse those wounds, take out those swords from your hearts, those toothpicks or needles that you've been harboring there, and let the wound heal. There's going to be a lot of support and a lot of strength helping you throughout this month from friends and from family, especially throughout the holidays, and especially during the new moon this month. That's when things are going to start to shift for you. So keep that in mind, and let go of those worries of when is love going to come for me, because it's right around the corner if you let it come. So you have to open those gates and let love in instead of keeping yourself guarded. You got to make sure what's more important for you. This is a month to make that decision.
Yeah. And instead of wondering, it's also important to use this month as a time to expand your vision to see that love is already in your life. And if you are already in a relationship that's of a romantic inclination, I'm getting the impression that your partner wants you to let him or her in more, because the healing that is required of you can only come to a certain extent if you let your partner support you in that healing. They want to support you.
Yeah, to be more vulnerable.
To be more vulnerable, exactly. So the first card that I got in the spread that I did is the clinging, and the clinging is a very beautiful card because it speaks of devotion, it speaks of illumination, of fire, not the clinging that we're normally associating that word with, where it's negative or unhealthy. This one is more of a spirituality, virtue, passion, all in ways that are what your heart and your soul really need to kind of integrate in a healthy.
It's more about clinging to that life force,
Yes.
to the higher power, to your highest self, clinging to those things that bring you inspiration and to
Yeah.
bring you up, that
Yeah.
and live in you and enlighten you at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. And so because this month of November for you is where you're starting to acknowledge that you are not really needing to subscribe to old thoughts anymore because they have impeded your flow, because they've brought so much stress and trauma in your life. You can start actually living from a place of greater relaxation and freedom. Um, it's going to feel a little awkward because even though you want that, at the same time you've been so guarded for so long. So there's a little bit of awkwardness around how you finally let go of all of those conditionings and tight pressures to not let anyone in or whatever it may be. And so this month, as you're cracking out of your shell in this very succulent, beautiful, lovely way, it's gonna feel a little bit like Franco said earlier, a little vulnerable. You're gonna feel a little bit like a chick coming out of its
Yeah, a little bit icky and sticky
and like wobbly. It's
weird.
Like, weird.
Yeah, it's gonna be strange because it's time for you to reprogram yourself. Almost,
Precisely.
like Myrna says, breaking out of that shell and coming into a new being with a different understanding of relationships and of the way that you relate with yourself and with your partners.
Yeah, absolutely. And so what I'm seeing to sort of tie in this really beautiful theme for November for you is that in order for this to move forward in the way that it's being called to move forward is really important that you stay consistent, that you persevere, that you create a stability in your life where you can create an environment in your life of maturity, of commitment, of endurance, of continuity. Like all those words is what's speaking into this final card that I drew, which is a duration card. And as these mountains you see come, whatever seasons come, those mountains are very secure in their grounding. And I'm seeing this starting to harvest in a really beautiful way in the full moon of November.
And talking about harvest, the Ace of Cups comes to you as the final card with me. And this card is bringing you a lot of gifts, a lot of grace, time to enjoy yourself and your relationships. Which is why I asked earlier for you to let down your guard and to allow things to come in, because those gifts are coming in. That relationship is happening. That improvement in your work relationships, in your love relationships, in your family relationships, those are all able to heal and improve if you allow it. But you need to let go of those grudges. You need to let go of the pain that you're harboring, and you have to open yourself up to the new things that are coming. So it takes a lot of courage to become as vulnerable as you need to be, but that's where the magic happens. So if you want that grace to come and blossom and bring you, lovely essences and lovely fruit, then this is the opportunity to do things in a different way and see what happens, because I'm pretty sure that good things are happening for you this month.
Yeah, it's a fantastic month. Really very beautiful.
So just to recap, I know we've said it already like 3 times, but we would like to remind you to open up yourself to a new way of doing things, to open up your heart a little bit more, be more compassionate with yourself and with those you love, with your partner especially, to let go of any grudges, to break out of that shell, and to pull through those icky, vulnerable instances where you're going to be going through this month. But come the new moon, things are going to start to change and things are going to start to grow. And whatever you start to receive during this month, whatever you cultivate through this month, are things that are going to be with you for a long time. So make sure that you tend to them carefully and that you put your mind and your spirit and your heart into those things that you really want to have for the long term.
Absolutely. You're being very nurtured this month. So even though it's a little bit awkward and it's scary, even when we're shifting from one way of being to another, where your heart is opening more, it can be very intimidating. But you're surrounded. The month of November is like a blanket for you. It's like a warm, not electric because whatever, but warm blanket. So you're going to be very supported in this. Yep, so that's November for you, Aquarius.
I hope you liked this reading. If you did, please subscribe to our channel. Also, you may find us at intuittarot@gmail.com for any more information about our private readings or any events that are coming up. Or you can find more information about us at intuittarot.com.
Yes. And look for us also on Facebook. We have a Facebook page of the same name, Intuit Tarot. We share some glimpses of just different readings that we do and announcements for different events, what may have you. So check us out on Facebook as well.
Leave any comments below. Let us know how we're doing and what you'd like to know more about for next month. And we hope you have a good start to the holidays.
Be well.
See you next month.